I feel like some of the people out here, you guys that's watching this, you guys that's probably, had your fair share with, substances like weed, alcohol. More so, weed. I'll be talking to you guys about, my use of weed and just like why it's like today. It's like, bruh, it's like, I'm at this point, this phase right now in my life, guys, where it's like, bruh, um, I just, fell in love with just being a disciplined, healthy person. I'm this person that's just, always been about health and fitness. Like that has been my niche for like the longest. Just preaching this niche, health and fitness and just taking my health more serious. And it's like, guys, you know, I'm at this point right now in my life where it's like, I'm really choosing, discipline to be a disciplined person over weed. A lot of people won't understand, and a lot of people out here who have had their fair share with like weed. I'm sure some of you guys will understand. It's like I'm making this video because it's like I know a lot of guys, a lot of people out here in the world, are at this state, at this phase. More so myself because has been my experience this year. You know, at this phase where it's like, the weed isn't really it no more. The weed, it doesn't really feel the same anymore. I can simply say this for me, myself. Weed, let's be honest, guys. Let's be real. Like, this is the harsh truth. Like, this is, shit that I feel like a lot of people don't want to hear. A lot of people don't want to take accountability for and realize because it's the facts, bro. Weed, alcohol, it slows you down. You know what I'm saying? Weed, alcohol, all of these substances that we, take in through a day-to-day basis, guys, it makes us unproductive. And it's like, um, I found myself, using, weed, alcohol through my teens. And it's like, my productivity compared to when it's like I stopped, I stopped depending on substances. I stopped depending on smoking. I stopped depending on alcohol. It's been better. In the beginning of the year, I made a video for you guys of me just hotboxing and just videos in the past. Me, smoking and just venting and just vlogging and just talking to you guys. I have made content like that in the beginning of the year for you guys, my older videos. And it's like, I had plans to make more, content like that of just me hotboxing. And it's like, bro, to be honest with you guys, I really haven't really been smoking like that all, this year for real. I know I started back smoking for my birthday a couple months ago, the end of October. I started back smoking October and I stopped smoking mid-November, the end of November. I stopped smoking. It was fun. It's my birthday, so it's like I was just on some shit. It's like I just decided to get some weed because I haven't really smoked prior to that. I haven't smoked for, I want to say 3-4 months, and it's like, I noticed when it's like I haven't smoked for those 3 to 4 months. I've been sober, I've been productive. That summer leading into my birthday, that's when I started back smoking. October, the end of October, I started back smoking. My productivity has changed. My productivity has shifted when I, haven't smoked them 3-4 months, guys. Them 3-4 months has just been me, disciplined, healthy, and just having a lot of drive, a lot of momentum. It's like I've, found myself picking up a schedule, doing things I need to do. And it's like, that's why the productive life to me, I feel like it's important. It's okay to smoke, what I'm saying? It's okay to smoke. I'm not making this video to bash any, weed smokers at all because it's like, bro, I still love weed, I still love weed. But it's like, on a serious note, bro, we all have to realize, bro, we smoke every day. For my drinkers out there, bro, we drink how many times, a day or whatever in our life, guys. You have to understand these substances are slowing us down. I feel like these substances are slowing us down. It's making us unproductive. And it's like, bro, when I was smoking for, that month and a half, I really realized my productivity had stopped. I stopped, like I slowed myself down. I was motivated still, But then again, it's like I really wasn't as motivated as I should, because leading on to that point, I started smoking, and then I just realized this shit became a habit. Every single day, just, waking up, depending on substances. And it just reminded me when I was like 17, 16, 17, 18, 19, when it's like I used to just wake up and, wake up, smoke, and it's like I didn't really have anything going on for my day. Like, that reminded me, it took me back to that place in my life where it's like when I was, a teenager, I was just waking up, I was just smoking, and it's like, bro, I didn't have any plans, I didn't have any goals, I wasn't really motivated by anything. And on top of that too, in my life, I was going through, some other shit. I was going through a tough time in my life, depression, heartbreak at that time. So it's like, bro, I was just really going through that phase, and it's like, bro, now compared to today, it's like, man, like I say, I had that moment again for a little minute, last month, last month, and around my birthday month. And it's like, bro, I just realized it's like, I'm picking myself back up in this habit. And it's like, bro, I had to realize and tell myself, like, yo, I can't do this. Like, I just cannot go back to this same cycle of, every single day of just, waking up, smoking, and just waiting on the high. And it's like, bro, that's just where I was going. It's like I just had to, challenge my brain and just stop that. So it's like threw the weed away. I stopped smoking. I've been sober for like, a month going on. So it's like, bro, I'm just, making this video to tell you guys, bro, it's like, to me, I feel like the productive life, the healthy, happier lifestyle, to me, is more important, bro, because it's like I'm a fitness influencer now. I'm a fitness coach, and it's like, my goal is to take my health more serious. My goal is to, inspire a lot of people in this world, because it's like I know I have, a big inspiration on some people in this world. And it's like, bro, I had my time with weed, and it's like I'm not sitting up here and telling you guys like I'm done smoking weed, because I don't think that's the case. But it's like, I don't really see a need to smoke really when it's like, I feel good. I feel high off life, guys. I'm this person that just feel high off life. I got this momentum, this energy that I have. I have a lot of shit going on in my day. So it's like, bro, sometimes it just really just be hard for me to fit, weed in my schedule. I don't really know how I let that shit happen, by just, picking up that habit again for a quick second of just waking up and just, depending on a substance, depending on a high. But it's like, I really don't be having time to really, just sit and just smoke. Cause it's like, bro, I be feeling so guilty. I know a lot of you guys can relate. When you guys do smoke, it's like sometimes when you guys are high, you probably feel guilty, like you just wasted the whole day. And it's like, bro, that's just how I be feeling. Like I just be hella high. Sometimes it's like, bro, I just be high for hours, and it's like, it's like, damn, I know I could be putting my time, my energy, my mindset into other things besides, smoking weed. So it's like, bro, I just noticed and compared the differences when I was sober and when I was just, smoking weed, consistently. And it's like, bro, when I'm smoking weed consistently, it's like I'm unproductive with my time, I'm unproductive with my life. Time goes by, the days go by. You find yourself bullshitting, scrolling through social media, and it's like, bruh, when it's like when I'm sober, I'm high off life, guys. I'm high off life. This is how my schedule really goes with my day-to-day life. I wake up 5, 6 a.m. I wake up, I wash my face, I pray to God. I have a journal, and I recommend you guys, I've been meaning to tell you guys this for the longest. I recommend you guys get you guys a journal and just journal yourself, journal your thoughts, and just write down things, plans you guys want to do for your day. This is what I usually do when I wake up in the morning. Some days I usually wake up, I journal my ideas, I journal my thoughts, I journal how I feel. Like this is literally my book of just therapy, where it's like I just express myself, good things I go through, bad things I go through. So this is I take out 5-10 minutes of my day, my early morning, to just really just journal my thoughts, just journal my things, my goals I have to do for my day. And it's like it helps me, because it's like it just it gives me, you know, something to look back on and just to see if I, you know, completed my goal, completed my mission. So it's like, this holds me accountable. So it's like, this is like one of the best things I invested in is a journal, a planner. So it's like, I recommend you guys do this. This is something I do when I wake up in the morning, after I brush my brush my teeth, sorry, brush my teeth and wash my face. I journal my day, things I need to do in my day, my goals. And then after that, it's like, you know, I go to the gym. And when I go to the gym, I come back and it's like I start my day. You know, I start my day with work, start my day with content, things I need to get done and so forth. There on out. And it's like, bro, it's like I notice like when I'm, you know, sober, my productivity is just amazing. Like, I feel like I could just do anything. Like, I feel like, you know, nothing can stop me when I'm productive. It's like, bro, I'm just high off life. And it's like, that's just how it should be. Like, I feel like if I was to, like, you know, smoke all day, every day, which I used to do in the past when I was, like I said earlier, a teenager. Like, I used to smoke, 2-3 times a day when I was in high school. I didn't really have shit going on for myself. I didn't really have any goals to look forward to, but it's like now I'm an adult, so it's like it's kind of different. So it's like, you know, I have, you know, goals. I brainstorm. I plot on things a lot, and it's like I get things done more when it's like I'm productive. So it's like, bruh, sometimes it be really, you know, it really be hard for me to just put weed on my schedule. But it's like, that time I was smoking, that time I started back smoking, I kind of fucked off and just started smoking and just blowing a little bit of time. But it's like, you know, it was this day last month where it's like, bro, you know, I just came to conclusion, and it's like I just came to realize it's like I really just don't need these substances. I really don't need, you know, weed, because it's like I know my potential. It's like I know what I can do when it's like I'm sober. And it's like, bro, you know, I threw the weed away, and it's like, you know, I've been sober since then. So it's like, man, I'm just making this video to give you guys, you know, my take. And I know a lot of you guys out here probably have been on and off with just weed or either alcohol, because I had my phases of alcohol. You know, I was addicted to alcohol as well when I was 18, 19, but it's like more so the weed. You know, the weed was just more my thing. Like, I smoke a lot. I'm a smoker before I drink. Like, I don't even really drink like that for real. Like, I drink a margarita, but it's like I don't really consider myself a drinker, a heavy drinker like that no more. But weed is just literally like, you know, the biggest thing that really, you know, was something I would go to, especially when I felt pain in my life, especially when I was going through hard situations in my life, guys. I used to just go to weed for, you know, hard situations, just dealing with weed to just cope with life, cope with things I was going through. I wasn't a happy person, and it's like, bro, I was just always, you know, always running to a substance, trying to, you know, get high to, you know, get by. And it's like, yo, you know, these drugs, bro, these substances, bro, they really don't take your problems away. You know, they really don't take your pain away. If you guys are using these, you know, substances, weed, alcohol, to cure you, and if you're thinking this is helping your problems, it's helping your life, it's helping you get through a hard situation. Maybe you're going through a breakup. Maybe you're, you know, going through a time where you're losing somebody, you lost somebody in your life. I could relate. You know, that's why I picked up these substances. That's why I, you know, consume these substances a lot, because it's like, bro, I just really didn't want to feel any pain anymore. And it's like the hardest thing I feel like people don't talk about, the hardest thing I feel like, you know, you have to go through, and this has made me stronger, is when you're going through life. You're going through shitty situations, and it's like, you know, you're sober. Like, you're not running to, you know, substances. You're not running to the alcohol anymore. You're not running to the weed anymore. And it's like you're just high off life. You're just dealing with the pain. You're dealing with the shit. You're dealing with the goofy shit. It's like, bro, you're dealing with all of these emotions being sober. Best believe, guys, it's going to make you mentally stronger down the road, because it's like you're not depending on substances anymore. You're not depending on any, you know, type of drug, any type of high to get you by. And it's like I stopped depending on these, you know, substances when I was going through that gap, when I was going through that break in the beginning of the year of when I stopped smoking. I was going through things. I was going through situations And it's like I just stopped depending on, you know, these substances. It's like I went through that shit. I went through adversity, and it's like I still go through hard times without, substances. Like I don't, I don't really try to go, smoke to just, cure myself because it's like I'm going through some bullshit. It's like, bro, I'd rather just go through it because like I know it'll make me stronger down the line, knowing it's gonna make me stronger down the road. So it's like, bro, I try not to, depend on substances. So it's like, bro, I'm just telling you guys, man, for me, I stopped smoking. When I stopped smoking, it's like I just feel hella productive. It's like I'm just locked in with my life. It's like, I get all my goals I need to get done being sober. Like I don't feel bad. I feel healthy. I feel high off life. It's like I know a lot of you guys out here are, going through your phases, ups and downs with, starting to smoke weed again. Stop smoking weed. It's like you pick up habits, bro. I've been there plenty of times, and it's like now it's like I know how to control this shit. Like I know how to control, discipline myself from, stopping the smoke. Like I know how to discipline myself from, not needing the weed. Like I know I can go a long period of time without it, bro. And I feel like this time was just clarity to, had me understand and make me realize, bro, it's like I really dead ass don't need this shit to really make me feel good. Like I really feel good off life, bro. I really feel high off life because it was a point in my time in my life where it's like I did not want to be sober. I hated being sober, and this was literally a couple years ago. When now it's like, bro, I'm just this person that's just healthy. Fitness is a big part of my life, so it's like I gotta be on my P's and Q's with just my health and my fitness, bro. So it's like, it's kind of, it kind of doesn't really serve a purpose in my life. I'm not sitting up here and telling you guys that it's like, I'm fully done with smoking weed, but it's like at this point in my life, it's like, it's really no need to smoke for real, because it's like, I've been smoking since I was like 15, 16. And it's like, it's been the same shit. It's like, bro, you get high and it's like you gotta, come down from that high. It's like you're gonna be back sober eventually. So it's like it's really, you're really just gonna be back sober. So it's like, bro, I like the productive life. I like waking up, starting my day off, doing what I need to do, going to the gym, planning ideas, planning content, getting my work done, eating my meals, getting my nutrition in, and just, going from there. And it's like, that has changed me. It made me productive. It made me disciplined. And it's like, with weed, I feel like discipline can get in the way. It can slow you down. It can slow your plans down, bro. You could be this person that's smoking every day, and it's like you're just mad unproductive. And it's like I've been there. So it's like I don't really like that feeling of being unproductive. I'd rather just be productive and just do what I need to do. Soon eventually, when it's like I'm caught up on my goals, when I'm caught up in my life, yeah, I probably have a blunt. But at this point right now, it's like, man, weed, I really don't need it. Like I'm good being sober. Like my IQ is on a point when I'm sober. And it's like I think a lot of women find, this attractive about a man. I really strongly believe this when a man is just sober. He, isn't dependent on substances. He's, going through whatever he's going through. He's just sober. Like he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke like consistently. I think women find that attractive. And, I find that attractive for myself, about myself, that it's like I don't have to depend on substances to get by. I don't have to depend on drugs to get by, because it's like I know at a point in my life, I used to depend on drugs to get by. I used to depend on alcohol to get by because like I hated being sober. And it's like, things has changed. I feel like that was a phase I was going through in my life. And it's like now, I really don't need that shit in my life. So it's like today, it's like, bro, I'm happy, I'm healthy. I love being sober, and it's like I'm going to continuously become my best self. And it's like this is why I want you guys to, become your best self. So it's like, bro, I'm just telling you guys my take on, being disciplined and just letting the weed go. And it's like, I feel hella good without it. So it's like I know a lot of you guys out there are going through these situations of just on and off of weed. You smoke and then you quit. I've been there plenty of times. And it's like, bro, I just feel like I'm at this point in my life where it's like weed is cool. Like I don't have anything against it, but it's like when it comes to, you know, being real, like, guys, this shit slows us down. We cannot move around this and say weed, alcohol doesn't slow us down. It doesn't make us unproductive, because it does. But that's the message I really wanted to tell you guys today for this video, man. If you guys are new to my channel, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'm out, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man.